President Joe Biden landed in Japan on Thursday for a brief tour to Asia aimed at bolstering friends in the face of China's rising military and economic ambitions. He is aiming to rally the leaders of the world's most powerful economies around a promise to confront Beijing's aggressions and back Ukraine in the face of Russia's invasion. On the eve of the G7 summit in Hiroshima, Biden met with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, underscoring the need of close U.S.-Japan cooperation in the face of China's expanding military and economic ambitions, as well as Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine. Biden cited Kishida's remarks earlier this year that the two countries are dealing with one of the most challenging security circumstances in recent history. Biden mentioned increased cooperation between the United States and Japan on emerging technologies, such as new partnerships in quantum computing and semiconductors. The G7 summit in Japan is the only Asian member of the G7, hence it only takes place on the continent once every 7 years. U.S. President Joe Biden is slated to attend a number of group and individual meetings with G7 allies, as well as many non-G7 leaders who have been invited as guests this year. Biden intends to attend a variety of group and individual meetings with G7 allies, as well as with some non-G7 leaders who have been invited as guests this year. The G7 has been re-energized as leaders coordinate sanctions and billions of dollars in military aid, and it is said to hear directly from Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will almost certainly push for more advanced weapons. World leaders are due to meet this week to examine the situation on the ground, where Ukrainian forces are preparing for a counteroffensive with the backing of billions of euros in additional Western military aid. The objective is that Ukraine will win enough land to give Zelensky leverage in any future peace discussions. Because of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and China's growing military assertiveness, Japan has embraced a more muscular foreign policy. Japan has also chosen to host international leaders in the symbolic city of Hiroshima, where he has family origins. The bombing of Hiroshima hastened the end of World War II, but it also ushered in a new era of nuclear brinksmanship. This week's meeting comes at a time of increased nuclear tensions, with threats from North Korea, Iran, and Russia, none of which has a clear solution.